think that we need to repeal it, go back to the drawing board and say if this is actually something we require, and maybe just give incentives to businesses to be a little bit more green. And I think what we're seeing through the businesses and through the consumers, people want to be green. When other cities around our municipalities had the recycling before Calgary, so I'll pick on Airdrie for a second. They had private companies. A lot of folks in Airdrie recycled and really wanted to start composting. Calgary implemented this. It wasn't like this.
This bylaw might be more unpopular than this city council. I'm not wrong. I've never seen a more unpopular bylaw in the city's history. Well, I think what people want for their tax dollars is that we should be focused on crime, focused on safety, fixing potholes, clearing snow, not looking at finding me for not asking for a napkin, not being charged for a napkin.
I think it's more about the imposition. You could actually buy a reusable bag for pennies on the dollar. And now all of a sudden, all of those bags have been added, the cost has been increased to $1. And that imposition to a lot of folks is like, what the hell? What the heck? Well, it's I could buy them really cheap before, and now all of a sudden I got to pay $1 a piece for them. And then next year it's going to be $2. And then the paper bag, it's like 15 cents a bag, and it's going to go up to 25 cents a bag. And those paper bags are cheap. So the incentive is to buy the cheapest bag possible so I can actually make money on it. It will actually incentivize businesses to produce more waste, not less. There's no baseline data that we can use to determine whether or not this bylaw is actually resulting in positive outcomes. We don't have that baseline data, and we don't really have good mechanisms in place right now to measure it once we've implemented it to see how much of that waste is actually being diverted. Is it going in the green bin, or is this all now still going to landfill? Show me how this is going to actually result in a positive outcome, and I might consider supporting some of it.
I think it needs to be revisited. I think we need to repeal it today. And again, it'll be a test of other members of council if they want to listen to Calgarians on the most controversial thing of our term.
In a perfect world, it would be repealed tomorrow, and people could go through a drive-through and not be worried about the French fries hitting the floor or grabbing them out of a dirty basket.